All right, today we're going to start talking about business models. Business models. This is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart because it really kind of puts a cap on a lot of what we talk about as far as how you start your business. First, you start with your value proposition, you work through your value chain. Next thing you have to do is nail down your business model. Now, I know over the last maybe 3 or 4 days or so, we've been talking about some mindset stuff. Hopefully that stuff has been very valuable to you because you have to be in the right mind frame. You have to have commitment. You have to have longevity and consistency. These are just certain things that you have to personally bring to the table along with your ideas in order to be successful. Success doesn't just come by having ideas. Ideas are literally a dime a dozen. After you have the mindset stuff, you got to bring that to the table from the inside. I'm showing you how you can execute on your business idea, and your business model is one of the key components to executing on your idea and taking your business to the next level. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And actually for the next few days, I'll give you some pointers, some tips, some tricks, and how you can hone your business model to make it just right for your business. All right, stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Tremain Show. I'm Tremain Davis, and I'm just excited to be here with you all. I know I say that very often, but it's true. It's true. I'm just really excited about this journey. We're like on day 110, 111, somewhere in that range, and I just have just as much passion, probably more passion than I did on day one after being on this journey for the last 110 so days, and just getting all of the comments and text, emails, just all the support that I've gotten from you all is just wonderful, and I'm excited about it. So just wanted to start the video out by saying that. All right, business models. That's what we're going to talk about today. So your business model, like I said, is a very key component to taking your business to the next level. Okay, we talk about your value proposition quite often on this channel. We also talk about your value chain. We talk about everything that goes into making that sure that your business has the structural pieces that it needs in order to survive. So, where do you get started with your business? That is always going to be your value chain. Always. Has nothing to do with your social media following. Has nothing to do with how many followers that you have on Twitter, subscribers you have on YouTube. It doesn't start there, and that's commonly where a lot of people start. They want to get their social media stuff up. They want to build a funnel. I've got a friend that I'm working with now on his business, and he was just so gung-ho about building a funnel. And I was just like, man, we have other work that we need to do in order to get your business where it needs to be. So I said we got to back up, put the car in reverse. We got to go backwards, and we got to start talking about your value proposition and your value chain first. Okay. So that's where we start with the business. Now that we have established some of those things, we're going to have some continual conversation around what those things are and how they work into your business. I'm going to give you some more examples. We talked about IKEA. I'm going to circle back to them because I love them as a case study. But let's talk about your business model. So what exactly is your business model? So once you have your value proposition and your value chain, now your business model is the actual mechanism that you put in place to exchange value for money. So, whatever product or service or whatever value you're bringing to the marketplace, how you actually exchange that service, product, or value to your customers in exchange for them handing you money, that is your business model, okay? Your business model means that you have given somebody some value, and now they have reciprocated by giving you some money. That's basically what it boils down to. So how do you do that? Your business model encapsulates that whole process. Okay, so it's like I said, it's not the end of the journey, but from a structural piece element, it's one of the final, sort of strawberries or icings on the cake type of thing. But your business model makes all the difference in the world. So I was about to start giving some examples, but I think we're going to talk through the structural pieces of the business model first, and then in the next couple of days we'll talk about some examples. Facebook is a great one. Amazon is a great one with their one-click buying. Facebook has the freemium model where you sign up for free, and then they charge advertisers on the back end to advertise to all of their free users. So those are all business models. How do you exchange value for money? Two things that a business model has to have in order to be considered a viable or good business model. It has to be repeatable and it has to be scalable. It has to be repeatable, and it has to be scalable. Since repeatable is in there, I felt like I had to say it twice. All right, but those two things are things that you have to have in a business model. Business models are made up of those elements, okay? So what do I say when I say business model? All right, let's just say you have a barbershop, all right? And somebody has to come, sit in your chair, and then you cut their hair, and then they hand you, $20, $30, $40, however much the haircut costs. If you have a beauty salon, same thing. Somebody comes in, they sit in your chair, you whip them up, you do their hair, do their cut, do their clip, their wash, shampoo, wet set, whatever you do for the customer, and then they hand you some money for that particular service. So that's the exchange of value. So the business model in that scenario is that people come into your shop. You probably have to have a shop, or you have to have some sort of barbering place. You have to have a place for people to come. They sit in your chair. You give them the value, which is the haircut or the hairdo or the hair clipping or the shampoo or the wash or the roller set, whatever it is. You give them that. You add the value, you exchange the value. Once you have exchanged the value, you hand them the money. And that is the business model, okay? That's how, in that particular industry, that exchange of money and value is done. All right, so think about your business. How do people get your products or your services, and how do you get the money back from them? And that's when you can start talking about your business model. Now, today we are in 2021, and the popular way of doing things, and not just because of the pandemic or not just because of coronavirus and everything going virtual, the most popular way of doing things these days is just simply online. They have tons of online businesses and Shopify and all of these different eBay and Etsy and all these different ways that you can exchange value for money. They've made it very, very, very easy. So if you have an online business, that's your business model. Your business model is that you're direct to consumer. That's what they call it. So that means that you don't have to go to a shopping mall to buy your products, where you sell to the mall or sell to the store, and then people come into the store and the store sells to the people. That's not it. You have direct to consumer, where a consumer can literally come straight to your website. They can look at the stuff that they like. They pick it, and then they pay right there on the spot. So that's something that online businesses are doing a lot these days. You have to, and to the point that I was just making earlier, the pandemic has caused a lot of businesses to have to create a virtual space for their products and their services. But I think even leading up to this time period over the last year and a half-ish, of us being in coronavirus, that the model of being online and doing things online was already sort of blowing up. So Amazon is a great example. And like I said, we'll talk about them as a case study in the next couple of days. But another great example about how they literally changed the business model, changed the landscape of online shopping and online merchandising and all of that type of stuff. But so your business model is something that has to be unique to your business. It has to work for your business, because think about somebody that has a barbershop that wants to do direct to consumer and sell their product or sell their service online. Now, the thing about that is that you can't get a haircut online. So, there has to be a business model set up where you actually are seeing the people face to face so that you can deliver that service face to face. You have to actually put the clippers on the people's head, or you have to actually put the scissors or the shampoo in somebody's head in order to give them the value that they're going to now exchange to you for money. So the business model of using direct to consumer online, when it comes to things like Etsy and Amazon and eBay and Shopify and all, that wouldn't work if you're a barber. That business model would not work if you're a barber. So as you can see, there are different kinds of business models, but you have to pick the one that works for your business, okay? You have to pick the right one for you. Car dealers, the whole idea of Carvana and all these online car platforms, they're changing the game of shopping for a car. The business model for cars, used to be that you go down to the dealership, you find what you want, you got to haggle with the salesman a little bit to try to get the price down. You got to figure out whether you're going to lease it, whether you're going to buy it outright, or whether you're going to get a monthly note term, a monthly note to buy it over time. This was the normal way of doing things. Now, Carvana, and there are a few other ones, you go online, you see the car that you want, you can do virtual test drives and everything like that. You like it, and then they deliver the car to your house. They bring it right to you. And so that is a different business model for that particular industry. So, and that's come up over the last, 5 years or so, and these are the things that are happening in different businesses as far as business model is concerned. So just try to give you some examples. Wanted to give you an introduction. We talked about the different pieces of a business model, which is that it has to be repeatable and it has to be scalable. We'll talk about that over the next couple of days as well, so that you can really understand why those two things are so important. But your business model is literally how you exchange the value that you're giving out as a business and for the money that the customer or the client is going to give back to you. So hopefully you understand that structural sort of conversation that we've had today. And we're going to break it out a little bit more, because your business model means everything to your business. Okay, once you have your value proposition locked down in your value chain, you work through your value chain, you know how you're going to get from idea to the customer. You understand how you're going to do that. Now you have to get the right business model in place to tie a bow on everything, so that you can actually get that money from that client, and then you can add value to them and make it a process that you can continue to do down the line. Again, repeatable. That's why it has to be repeatable, so you can continue to do it. So if you can do it for one client, you can now do it for 100 clients, or 1,000 clients, or 10,000 clients. That's why repeatable is so important. But we'll talk about that in the next couple of days. All right, like, subscribe, share, send this information to every entrepreneur that you know. We're talking about business models over the next couple of days. This is a great conversation for entrepreneurs. I know you may not understand what it is, but if you have a business, you have a business model. You just may not understand the terminology, or may didn't know the terminology. I'm going to break it down for you so that you can understand it and know how you can start looking at your business model to potentially take your business to the next level. Also, as usual, the best form of support is just you being here with me today, and I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm Tremain Davis, and I see you all in the next video. Peace. This video is brought to you by Davis & Davis Investments and Management, a full-service business solutions firm. So whether you need one-on-one business coaching or training, or whether you need business strategy development, or if you just need to learn how to shoot professional videos from your iPhone so you can move some of your content online, we've been helping businesses win for over 10 years. So click the link below, grab your free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
So, thank you for watching our video, and make sure subscribe to your channel, click the button, Daddy. 1, 2, 5, bye!
Hold on.
Bye.
Good job.
Bye.
TJ just told everybody to subscribe to the channel and look below and click the button. Good job, TJ.
Bye.
Bye.